Preparing the funerals for the victims of COVID-19 is a complex exercise for both families and funeral service providers. With the increase in COVID-19 related deaths, undertakers have changed their approach to such cases.
In the month of September this year, we handled 0 cases, and as of yesterday, we actually handled about 5 cases of COVID cases, and we are receiving more inquiries on this service.
Only trained undertakers may handle the bodies of COVID-19 victims. As of October 22nd, over 140 undertakers have been trained. This is up from 89 in December 2019. Angching Mo funeral directors reenacted the steps required when dealing with COVID-19 deaths.
COVID-19 case is actually considered as an infectious disease. Okay, so it requires qualified funeral directors that is under the list of approved list of MOH and NEA to actually don on the full PPE to handle the COVID cases. So when a family calls in and inform us that their loved one passed away due to COVID-19, first of all, we have to check with the family members, are they on any quarantine order? If they do, we will do a Zoom or even a teleconference with the family members to do arrangements.
The undertakers will collect the deceased. The body will have already been cleansed, dressed, disinfected, and placed within 2 body bags by medical staff at the hospital. The body is then transferred into the casket, which is sealed with silicone, disinfected, and not opened again. The family of the deceased will not get to see their loved one at all.
When the double body bag deceased person is actually interned into a casket, the caskets will actually have been sealed hermetically and then do a wipe down to make sure it's sanitized before we transfer the casket either to the crematorium, burial ground, or even to the wake place. The funeral staff will don on full PPEs to help to do arrangements, either when we move from the mortuary, either to go to the wake to hold it for not more than 3 days, or actually we can go for direct cremation or direct burial. And in this process, there's a lot of work to be done. The whole process had to be like clockwork, securing the slots, sanitizations, booking of the wake venue, and getting all of the logistics done on top of all the administrative work required additionally for COVID-19 cases.
The undertakers keep their PPE on, even inside the hearse. It is only removed after the casket has been delivered to its destination. This could be a wake venue or directly to the crematorium. The remains of COVID-19 patients cannot be embalmed, so the caskets have no viewing windows for families to view the deceased. While some undertakers allow family members to get close to the casket, others recommend keeping a safe distance.
Now, for COVID-19 funerals, there's 2 options for the family. One is direct cremation or burial, and the other is to hold a wake of not more than 3 days. COVID-19 has been a big issue for many families who lose their loved ones during this period, whether it's due to COVID-19 or non-COVID-19. Because of the restrictions of people that is allowed to attend the wakes, this makes grieving very difficult for them, for families who have lost their loved one during this period. It is never easy to lose a loved one, and it is also more painful when you lose your loved one and you're not able to do a physical visitation to the wake. Funeral companies in Singapore are prepared for a situation like pandemic to handle COVID-19 cases. However, as funeral director, we want the case to reduce significantly, especially coming from fatalities. So we encourage for those who can do vaccination, please heed the government call to do vaccination to reduce the fatalities. We hope to see the numbers to go down as low as possible. Right now, our hardworking healthcare workers are overwhelmed. If the rising numbers of the death continues at an unreasonable rate, the next frontline workers, the last responders like funeral directors, will be overwhelmed.